Welcome to Liepaja. We will share visions, voices, and experience with our speakers. We will challenge you. We will surprise you. We will try to open new horizons and new ways how to look on the world. Let's be inspired. And now I am inviting on stage first speaker, Michiru.
I'm really happy to be with you, not over the internet. In part of portrait photography, our challenge continues. Thank you.
As our next speaker, he's teaching photography to students.
It's a pleasure for me to be here. It's a context of the images which are illustration of what we have everywhere now. And I don't consider them as a threat, but it's somehow threat and somehow very interesting, and we are changing as photographers, we are changing our business, we are changing our approach to how we work with photography.
At the heart of this historic transformation remains a familiar and trusted medium, photography. Even heavily manipulated digital photographs retain some trace of this original light-based capture. Synthetic images, by contrast, operate through what Rosemary Lee describes as data-based aesthetics, where the production of images is understood as mediated through rather than representative of data.
The images become more, let's say, aesthetically primitive.
But I think that in some way, in every picture of every photograph in this world, the happiness is present. I have not met thousands or hundreds of photographers, but photographers give me happiness. Photographers give me a long life and a happy life, and I learn from photograph to be strong sometimes.
As citizens of visual culture, let us ensure that archives like photos continue to inspire, educate, and connect generations to come.
In this picture, for example, I was personally standing at 4,800 meters, so pretty high. Our role as a photographer is to create photographs that deliver authentic messages, able to touch inside, to awaken awareness in our left-brained, over-digitalized modern society. I would like to finish my presentation under the stars, here under this beautiful Milky Way. I was in Botswana, in one of the driest and cleanest skies in the world, with a baobab in the front. And I would like to tell you my final consideration, aimed directed first of all at all photographers. Be unique. Send out your message, your unique message. Many photographers can take beautiful pictures, but nobody can tell the message you have inside. So send out your message and make sure it's something that improves the world as well.
As a next speaker, to have a little bit of contrast, or maybe addition, is a representative from printed media. When we started to organize this conference, I was intending to listen all kind of aspects, all kind of angles from photography, and printed media is so important for many reasons, and therefore I have invited Dario Vereb. Please, Dario.
So I feel very analog, coming with my whole paper block here after the very modern presentation. It's a privilege to be here with you among colleagues who not only practice photography, but also care deeply about it. In the United States, more than 2 local newspapers close every week. Nearly 1/3 of all US newspapers having vanished since 2005. Because the real losses today are not happening at the margins. They are happening at the very heart of the established publishers. The conclusion is clear. Change does not automatically threaten loyalty. If anything, it might actually strengthen it. Nobody buys a Labubu because they need it. They buy this toy because of what it represents, because it gives them a sense of belonging, of style, of identity. And a newspaper functions in exactly the same way. So photography turns a publication from a wall of text into an experience. It is a crucial element in shaping identity for the publication itself and for its readers. Online, a photograph flashes by in a fraction of a second. It's compressed, it's cropped, it's optimized for speed and forgotten as quickly as it appeared. In print, the same image occupies space. It cannot be swiped away. It demands a slower kind of attention. And in print, photography has weight. It turns the fleeting into durable.
Creates a population that has an appreciation for photographs as well as painting and other arts. In my world, it's about photography, and for a long time we used to think, well, what if people don't see the stuff, or what if they don't get it? People get it now, and so that kind of makes it more interesting. If you're the photographer, you can try and reach a little higher level of subtlety or something maybe that isn't quite so perfect, but the imperfections sometimes, it's like the walls in this building, the imperfections are what are so perfect about it.
Okay. And
That was
how
a
do
good
you
line.
choose the topics for your work, and how was that reflected in yesterday's conference?
Well, it was, sometimes I was saying to somebody a little while ago, is that the first thing you see when you're speaking to a group, even if the room is very dark, if the light from your pictures is not very strong, but it's enough to see if people are falling asleep. And my bottom line is, as long as nobody has fallen asleep or fallen off their chair, then we're on a pretty good start. And then the discussions were good afterwards. We had some really good discussion. It's fun to be involved in a project where you have people who pay attention and who react, who understand what it is you're trying to say, and so you don't have to be too explicit. And that's the whole thing about photography, is we all bring our own vision to interpret what a photograph has intrinsically in it, and we each bring our own interpretation to it. But I thought yesterday's group was really good because they kind of understood what it was I was trying to say. Mm-hmm. Afterwards I had a long talk with some of the film school students, and they were very enthused, and this is what I love about dealing with the younger, like maybe 2 generations younger than me. We've all gone modern, and computers and computer chips and everything. This is like hands putting bricks together. Every brick here was put in place by a pair of hands. I really like the fact that having this camera kind of gives me an excuse that I might otherwise have to search for. But yeah, I'm a photographer. I get to go look at things that most people don't want to look at, couldn't look at, forgot to look at. That's what we do, and I don't mind being labeled with that one bit. We're not yet a society where you walk into someone's house and there's an iPad playing a continual video of the grandkids. Maybe some people do that, but in the main, the still photograph still remains a very potent
deliverer of information and even opinions, but it can still get a lot across in a still photograph. It doesn't need to be sound, it doesn't need to be moving all the time. As long as that stays with us, I think you'll find that people are still honoring, maybe in some little way at the very least, photographs.
It's very nice that all photographers from Globe came to Liepaja this morning or yesterday night, go on the streets tomorrow to make the best pictures which is possible to make. Because for the city of Liepaja it's very important. Thank you, visitors, for organizing this event. Privilege.
Thank you.